Hello, you guys. Welcome back to Calling the Shots with Kiki
and Sarah.
And Sarah, I just want to start. I I do this a lot. I went to start my timer for the episode.
Oh my gosh, what was it at this time?
It has been 167 hours, 36 minutes, and 59 seconds since we recorded last week.
Oh my gosh. Maybe you should just keep it going.
It's kind of fun, but also
your battery is probably
so
dying.
You know what? I'm just keep hitting lap on accident. Okay. That makes sense because I literally was like, this battery dies so fast. And like, this is my old phone that I need to sell. But I'm like, you know what? Now I know why.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's all coming together.
Because I got a timer going
all the time.
24/7. But we'll work on that.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Doing good. Just working and wedding planning and all of the things.
3 weeks away, right?
Yeah, we're getting close. Oh, and it was my 4-year anniversary.
Oh, I saw that. I think I did.
Wild.
Did I see that? I don't know. But that,
yes,
or I was like,
or
I mentally know because I remember that you guys started dating in October. I remember this because it was right around the time of the BYU Utah State game.
Oh my
and
gosh.
I just remember.
It was right around Halloween, all around the things, and it was like a monumental moment because Sarah had not dated anyone. Seriously.
I kind of feel like maybe you don't even remember this at this point. 4 years is so long ago.
It's been a long time.
But I feel like at first it's weird to have the title.
Yeah.
Almost.
It was definitely weird and also just a big adjustment for me because I never had to let someone know where no one ever really wanted to know what I was doing at random points in the day. You are
on your own timetable.
Yeah. And
when you're single.
So it was a big adjustment, just keeping him posted on what I was doing all the time. Yeah. Or he would randomly send me money to buy food. I'm like, is this normal? Is this what I should expect now? I don't know.
It depends on the relationship. Not everybody does that.
Not everyone does that. But there's little things I was like, I don't know how to act.
Yes, and how people express their affection is differently like that or whatever. So it's very, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like when Hunter and I started exclusively dating, I feel like I didn't even I felt weird texting people and being
oh, my boyfriend.
I don't know why. I felt I just I remember the next day someone was like, how's it going? I was like, good. Oh, and we're official. I'm just so weird about that stuff.
How do you tell people?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then it's just funny because then people are like, oh my gosh, and it is so exciting, but for whatever reason,
it just didn't feel like a big deal.
It just doesn't feel it's but it's just different because when you're in the situation, you're like, yeah, but we basically been dating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
It's not like in elementary school. I did not have a boyfriend in elementary school, to be clear.
Okay,
but
Kiki.
Junior high relationships where all of a sudden they're just like, will you be my girlfriend or will you be my boyfriend? And then
you are.
Yeah. And it's it's still exciting, but it's just different as an adult.
Very much so. And he was gonna ask me officially the day before. And I kind of ruined it because I was watching a Florida Gator game.
That is so funny.
It was Florida. I vividly remember. It was Florida LSU, I think. And we went out. We went on a trip. It was a group date with some of his buddies. And we were going to meet them at a restaurant. And he took me to this lookout. And I was like, okay, why are we coming up here? Do I have connection? Will I have service? Because
that is.
I was so not even aware. And then the game ended, and he was like, "Okay, the game finally ended." I was ready to ask you, and then your dad called, so you guys could talk about the game.
That is so funny.
Yeah. So he was like, "I just decided I was gonna do it the next day, and it was not gonna be as romantic, but it's fine."
That is hilarious. Also. It is cute and special, but it's not an engagement, you know?
No, it's not. And I think he was trying to make it a big deal because I hadn't dated someone before.
True.
And so I think he wanted to make it a big deal because it was more so a big deal for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just brought me flowers and
cute.
I don't even remember exactly how it happened, but I just remember it was happened. Like, yeah, I was going to ask you last night, but you were kind of occupied with the Florida LSU game. And I was like, I'm sorry.
That's hilarious. I don't think you've told me that before.
And they also lost. So that's also why I think he waited, because he was like, she's not in a good mood.
Honestly, so smart. So smart. That is, yeah.
Very much me, but it's been fun, and it's wild that we've been together so long, and it's
so long. Yeah. I try to think back to before you guys were dating, and I just my brain struggles.
Yeah,
it does. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's been so long.
Anyways,
exciting stuff.
Yeah, nothing. That was kind of fun. We didn't even do anything crazy. We just went out to eat and spent that day together because he had that night off.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it's just nice. Quality time.
Just a little quality time. Nothing crazy, because it's, again, we've been together so long at this point that it's like,
we're still together.
4 years. Good job.
Good job.
Anyways, how are you doing? How's life?
So I'm good, but I do have some tragic news.
Oh no.
I talked about my Powder Puff League a lot, right?
Oh
my team made it to the championship game. So epic, so exciting. I can't be at the championship game.
Wait, is it coming up, or
is it literally this Friday?
Oh
and I'm traveling for work.
Oh no.
I am so sad. I literally was like, Kiki, do not cry about this.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's okay to cry about things, guys. But I was just like,
it's a Powder Puff game.
It's not that deep. Because I was initially so sad because, again, the league is pretty chill. But I have
you guys have done so good.
We've done so well. And I genuinely am I think maybe outside the quarterback, maybe besides her, I've been to more games than anyone else. So it was just, it's so sad because I'm like, but I've been there to get us there versus because we play 8 games and they're like, you're required to make 4.
Yeah.
And I've made 6 or 7. So I'm well, that's a bummer.
Yeah, that's
rough.
But,
I decided that I need to just be a big girl about it and just be
just root at them on.
Yes, I was like, go win it, ladies. And I'm like, they better win now. And I'm just gonna be really happy for them when they. Not that I would not be happy, not that I would want them to lose. I'm not psycho, but but I was like, you're not gonna be sad or jealous.
Yeah,
you're just gonna be supportive. So that was me talking myself through that. But
yikes.
Yeah,
that is sad.
It's sad because it wasn't
That's rough,
and it wasn't supposed to be on that day. It was supposed to be the day before, and then they were like, "Well, the other games are the day before. We want to make it a bigger deal." And what's really sad is a week before that, they were like, "We might change it to the next day," and I was like, "Don't." And then they were like, "Actually, we're not going to." So I was like, "Oh, good." And then they're like, "Actually, we are."
Yeah.
I was like, "Cool."
The roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah, for real.
Rough.
It's okay. All is well. I'll survive. You know what I mean?
There's always next season.
Man, I better have a good team next season.
That's true.
That was honestly a big thing for me. But I'll let you guys know next week
how they do.
If they won. Honestly, if they don't win, I'm going to be so sad.
Yeah.
But it's okay. There's worse things.
There's always next season.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I'm trying to think of anything else. That's it. Just traveling, getting ready for playoffs. It's a very exciting and busy time.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And fall. Did you see I kind of decorated my front yard?
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks so cute with the little, tombstones and the ghosts.
It's not done yet, but I need to put up some spider webs and stuff. But
cute.
Yeah, I did I go to the dollar store and get stuff. So I got tombstones from the dollar store. Well, and put webs on them. Then I have little ghosts by my door. So there's some more things I want to do. But
have you seen your neighbor with the Jason? Terrifies me every time I leave your house.
Is that what his name is? Jason?
Isn't it Jason, the dude that wears the hockey mask?
I have no idea.
Yeah, so it's from a horror movie, and he wears all black and a hockey mask. And the first time I saw it, I straight up thought it was someone just hiding in a bush, creeping. So let me explain.
Yeah.
There's a life-size mannequin of, if you haven't seen, I think it's Halloween. I could be wrong, guys. I'm not super into horror movies, but I know it's Jason from the horror movies that wears the hockey mask, and he's like, they have a life-size mannequin of him.
He's big.
Like peeking, like full, like it looks like a human. Mm-hmm. Like straight up peeking from behind one of their bushes in their yard. And it's terrifying. I'm like, someone could just replace it with a real person and like break into their house and we'd have no idea.
100%. Literally, and what's extra freaky about it, guys, is it's on the corner.
Yeah.
So you like round the corner and it's like you see
there.
It. Yeah. Like it's not just like it's on the normal street and you would just drive past it and not notice. Like you kind of have to look
see it. Because it's like you have to look both ways before you take the turn.
Yeah.
And like the first time I saw it was like dusk. It was terrifying.
Yeah,
I was like,
I know.
My gosh.
100%. I've seen it in the dark and I'm like, no, please no. Speaking of scary, because you were like, someone could replace it with a real person and break it.
Yeah.
Did you hear that this girl in Provo, I'm pretty sure it was Provo, went to a haunted house and actually got like stabbed in her arm?
Oh my gosh. No.
Yeah. Isn't that psycho? So basically, like, my friend, guys, for context, I'm a baby about haunted houses. Yeah. I went to my first ever real haunted house last year. Yeah. And I only did it because I had someone I actually wanted to go with. Like, I was like, I will just hang on to you the whole time. Because most of the time people are like, let's do it as a date. And I'm like, but I'm not into you and I don't want to.
Yeah. I don't want it to come off like I am, even though I'm like jumping into your arms because I'm terrified.
Yes, it would be pure terror, not interest, okay? So I'm like, I'm very not well-versed with haunted houses. I am going to one tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
Which
one?
Nightmare on 13th.
Okay, I've been to that one.
Doable?
Yeah. It's doable.
Okay.
There's like, it depends how close you are to the group in front of you. Okay. Because like, they have to get back into place. Does that make sense? Yeah. Like the people who are scaring. 100%. So if you're too close to the crowd in front of you, you won't really get scared. You're just kind of walking through at that point. And so it just depends. And they try to like stagger you enough that you don't. But like I start running or I swing. So like I'm always have to have someone that I can grip onto because like if I don't, I might like hurt someone or myself.
That part, no.
And so it just depends. But yeah, it's doable. Because I don't like haunted houses either. But
you survived.
I've been to that one and Fear Factory.
Okay.
And that one's a little smaller. Fear Factory's huge. And you like walk up a bunch of flights of stairs. And it's like a whole thing.
I have, these are all like in the Utah area. Yes. I've been to the Haunted Forest, which is like outside.
Yeah, which seems more terrifying than like a haunted house.
You know, kind of, but it felt like, I like that I didn't feel like trapped inside at the same time.
You could run away.
So that's the one, yes. That's the one I did last year. We did it as a triple date, like me and two of my roommates, and we're doing it again as a triple date this year.
Fun.
So it's like kind of why I'm doing it again. Yeah, we're like, okay, let's do it again.
Yeah.
And as we're talking about it, like one of my roommates is like one of my friends. The other one, her and the guy she went with are married now, but we're still going.
Cute.
Yeah, so not a roommate anymore, but congrats to them. One of my roommates is like enjoys haunted houses, so she's like, let's go to Nightmare on 13th, and I'm like, will I be able to handle it? And in this group text, as we're talking about it, like my other friend's like looking up reviews for us and whatever, and then my other friend was like, oh, did you guys hear about the girl in Provo that got stabbed? And I was like, don't tell me this,
because that makes me want to go.
That makes me want to go. So she sent a TikTok, and basically the girl was like,
was it one that like you're allowed to touch them?
He didn't mean to stab her. She says she doesn't really believe that. He jumped out to scare her. And I also, in the text with my friends, I was like, why? Like, they should not be allowed to bring real weapons.
Yeah.
And then I'm reading the comments on the TikTok, and they're like, the girl who got stabbed responded to someone, was like, he wasn't supposed to bring a real knife.
Yeah.
He brought it because he was like, it completes the look of my costume. And he said that he accidentally like stabbed her. She's like, I don't know how he literally like went to the bone in my arm. So
that's the most dude thing I've ever heard. Yeah, completes the look. I'm going to bring a real knife.
I know. Are you kidding me?
Like, think it through a little bit.
No, 100%. And she was like, I don't know if I believe that. He didn't mean to, but he got in big trouble. Apparently, she is suing now, so company, good for her, as she should.
Yeah.
But, That's scary.
Terrifying. Yeah. Because there are ones where they can legit, like, you sign a waiver and they can straight up kidnap you and separate you from your group. And I'm like, I hope you know, like, I'm going to fight, you know? Like, you're not taking me.
Over my dead body.
Yeah.
Like, I would never sign something like that. Like, I don't think you could pay me enough money.
Yeah.
Genuinely. Like, I don't think there's a price tag that.
I personally, like, for those people, like, my old roommate, Caitlin, shout out to Caitlin if you're watching.
I love Caitlin.
Her birthday's always, also her birthday came up. Happy birthday to Caitlin. But she always likes to go to haunted houses. That's the only reason I've been to haunted houses is because I only went for her birthdays.
Yeah.
And she loves them. So, like, there are people that do. I personally, like, because I know I'm going to get scared, I prepare myself. And so as I'm going through, I'm like, okay, they're probably going to scare me right here. They're going to scare me right here. And then, like, because I know it's coming, it's not as, like, terrifying.
The thing for me is I'm like, I don't really know how to win because I do that too where I'm like, okay, they're probably going to come or they could come here.
Yeah.
Because I want to be prepared. But then, it's like, okay, that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
I'm just scared if I don't get scared. But then if I get scared, I also don't just like enjoy the feeling of being scared.
Yeah. And I would also say be in the middle. Don't be the one behind or the one in front because the one behind, they'll like follow you and like talk in your ear. Yeah. I'm like, okay, like please go away.
Ew.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll let you know how it
goes. I mean, they have to stay in their, like, sections, but, like, until you leave their section, they'll, like, kind of harass you. And it's like, okay, get out of my face.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways. Long tangent.
Really long tangent, but really informational and educational for me. And I will let you know how it goes next week.
You will have to let me know.
I will let you know.
I'm excited to hear
we'll see. Report. We'll see.
Anyways.
In other news, last week we did not have a Travis Kelce Taylor Swift update.
This week we do.
Yes. So this is exciting. This is something you guys should have all seen by now.
Yeah. It's all over the place. So if you didn't see it, a quick little rundown.
Yeah. Also, wow. I just blanked on what I was going to say.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, well, that's cool. Anyways, this is what I was going to say. Even if you don't want to see Travis Kelce Taylor Swift, you're going to see it.
Yeah.
So we might as well contribute to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because everyone is.
Because everyone is. The latest. So she just recently, this past weekend, put out a movie.
Yeah.
It's called The Eras Movie, and it is literally the concert. Yeah. I don't know if, it's not
just
like...
it's just so people can relive. If you didn't get to go, you can go and see the concert.
Which I do like if you can't, because the concert's kind of expensive.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is a win-win for all Swifties, where, like, if you can't afford to go, pay $20 and you can be in the movie theater.
Yeah.
Like, that part's kind of nice. And if you just want to see it again, you can see it again. So she had that premiere.
Mm-hmm.
In the same weekend, the Chiefs played.
Yes.
At Arrowhead.
Yep.
So, really busy weekend for the two of them. Because the Chiefs were also playing, Travis Kelce, like, couldn't go watch the movie or go to the premiere. Not to say, we don't know for sure that she, like, invited him or whatever.
Yeah. We don't even know if they're official.
Right. But we're just...
speculating.
We're just speculating here because these are the rumors. The rumor is that since he couldn't make it to the movie premiere, he reportedly wrote her, like, a cute little gushy note and spent $2,500 on a floral arrangement.
Wow.
I know. And apparently, the floral arrangement was like a 4-figure floral setup. I don't even know what that means. I just imagine like 4 layers of something. I don't know. This is what people are saying, though.
Yeah.
If that did happen...
Love that for him and her.
I love that.
Yeah. Also, side note, Beyonce did show up at the premiere.
Yes. That is what I wanted to say, too. Because some people were still, like, pitting them against each other. And I was like, no. This is a win. These are, like, the 2 most successful female artists. And they're supporting each other.
Yeah. We love it.
And I love that.
Yeah.
So, honestly, as much as I love Travis Kelce, I think it was cooler that Beyonce was there.
Same. Queen Bee, that's a pretty big deal.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that was super fun.
Also, I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
Apparently, this girl that I, like, hadn't seen since like church camp years ago messaged me on Instagram and was like, did you go to the Eras tour, like one of Taylor Swift's concerts? And I was like, no. Like, also very random. She said, random question. Sorry if you don't remember me. I'm from church camp.
Man, that's how random
like,
it was.
This is how I literally barely recognized her. And she was like, I was like, no, like, why? And she goes, oh my gosh, they kept showing this girl that was like a fan in this, like at the concert. They kept showing her and she looked just like you.
Really?
And I was like, oh. And she's like, I swear like you have a doppelganger or something out there because like I could have sworn it was you. And I was like, interesting. So if you go see the movie, because I don't know if I will, I'll wait till it comes out maybe and then watch it.
Oh, it was in the movie that they showed it.
So in the movie, they like kept cutting to this girl like in this like watching the concert.
Really?
At the concert, and it was like apparently she looked just like.
Okay, someone who goes and is gonna watch the movie and hasn't yet, let us know if that looks like Sarah.
Let me know, because apparently I have a twin.
Crazy.
Yeah, I was like, interesting.
That could be
so random. And the fact that like she felt so like strongly that it looked like me that she messaged me, because I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, like I hadn't seen this girl in years, so like if I saw someone that looked like her, I probably wouldn't know.
But it really triggered her.
It really triggered her memory because yeah, crazy. Anyways.
Wow. Okay, I literally want to see it just for that now.
Yeah, I'm like
when it comes
maybe
out.
I do go see it, but also I don't really want to spend the money on that.
Also, it is $20. I know that is like cheap compared to the concert, but
for a movie ticket,
yes,
that's expensive.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
So, anyways, fun fact.
After the movie premiere, Taylor Swift did make it to Travis Kelce's game.
Yes.
She was there. They were panning to her again, constantly.
Yes.
She had like a cute little Chiefs, like, windbreaker jacket thingy on.
Love it.
It comes, I think it's actually Erin Andrews, the sideline reporter. She has her own line of, like, NFL clothing. Yeah, that's like...
Honestly, that's so smart of her.
So smart. It's, like, made for women. Most of the time, I feel like the clothes made for women from the NFL are made by a bunch of dudes.
Very true.
Yeah. But this was, I'm pretty sure it was from, like, Erin Andrews' line of clothing.
Cute.
And it, like, immediately sold out, of course.
Of course.
Because she wore it.
Yeah.
And also rumor has it that he bought her that.
Oh, love that.
We don't know. But
also, she was seen, our favorite duo was there.
Was back together.
Yeah, reunited. Donna Kelce and Taylor Swift. And they just looked like they were having a ball.
They looked like they were having a ball. Did you see the rumors that Mama Kelce didn't like Taylor Swift?
No.
So I didn't see this for a while, and I think it's because once I looked into it, I was like, this is so dumb.
Yeah, it's just like clickbait.
Yeah, so she did an interview, and I don't remember. Mama Kelce did an interview. Donna, the one and only, did an interview, and they were asking her, like, a bunch of questions about Taylor Swift, and you could tell that she was like, could you just ask me about something else?
Yeah.
And people were like, clearly she doesn't like Taylor Swift. And I was like, okay. Again, I haven't listened to the full thing because I saw, like, a clip and I was out in public and couldn't really hear it. But, like, I kind of like, maybe she doesn't want to talk about her son's love life publicly.
All the time?
Yeah.
24/7?
100%.
Because even Travis Kelce has been like, this is kind of a lot.
Yes, and you have to remember,
and it's not that he doesn't like Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
It's just, it's a lot.
It's a lot. And
so
you have to remember that, like, she is a boy mom.
Yeah.
I don't think a mom that has two, like, NFL superstar sons is going to be like, oh my gosh, yeah, this pop star my son is dating. Like, I just don't see that.
Yeah.
But it was just funny because people were kind of like, did your nail just come off?
No, it's been off.
Sorry.
It's just cracked. I'm sorry. It's just cracked. And so I was like trying to adjust and I heard it, but it's fine.
Okay. I was like, oh no. Not that I'd be able to do anything. But anyways, basically, like, people saw them together smiling and laughing like they were before. And they're like, yeah, see, there's no beef here.
Yeah.
They get along great.
Yeah.
They do. So I loved seeing them together.
Yeah. Honestly, and that just, again, I feel like these are a lot of, I could be wrong, and if I am, I'm sorry, but crazy Swifties there are those crazy Taylor Swift fans that just read into everything and, like, blow everything out of proportion.
I do think, though, on the other side, I'm curious if it's the Swifties have been very supportive of it.
Yeah.
So I'm also wondering if it's just the haters on the relationship.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that could be it.
That's true.
It could be the haters that are, like, trying to prove that, like, it's not a thing. And we don't, like, stop showing it, whatever.
Yeah.
We don't know. I didn't look too into, like, what accounts were posting it. But
yeah. Crazy.
But kind of crazy. And it was crazy that she made it to the game.
Yeah.
People didn't think she was going to go because she had, like, her movie premiere that weekend. And apparently it was, like, a 1,600-mile trip to get to Arrowhead from where she was. So
crazy.
She
Good for her.
I love that from her. And I feel like it's great because it's, like, she went through the effort to get there. Yeah. And he, like, went through effort to support her with, like, the flowers or the jacket or whatever.
We love it.
So I love it.
Yeah, big fan.
And then everyone was losing their mind because they saw them in New York together.
Yes.
So first, Travis Kelce was at the Jets-Eagles game.
Yes.
In New York.
And his brother plays for the Eagles.
Reminder.
Yeah.
Which is also really funny because every time they show Travis Kelce at an Eagles game, because they put, like, a little name title at the bottom, right? They never say Travis Kelce, Chiefs tight end. It's Travis Kelce, Jason's brother. And it just makes me laugh.
So great. It's so petty.
So petty.
And I love it.
Just a subtle roast. I love a subtle roast.
Yeah.
But he was there, and there's a video. I don't know who it was. Someone, like, as a joke, gave him a friendship bracelet that said "on the map" or something like that.
That's funny.
From all the trends of people saying Taylor Swift put Travis Kelce on the map. And he just, like... He, like, laughed and he was like, I'm on the map, or, like, something like that. But it was funny. The energy that I love.
Yeah. The fact that he doesn't take it seriously.
That's when we talk about how he's, like, part golden retriever energy.
Yeah.
That's that part.
Yeah.
That's that part.
For sure.
Yeah. So that was super cute. And then, like, you saw the photos of them in New York together, right?
Yes.
Did you see a video of them walking out?
No.
Oh, my gosh. It's crazy. Like... I think in my mind, like, I know paparazzi is still so real, but, like, with social media, I'm like, people really still just, like, sit out there with a camera. But I saw a video and, like, so many lights are flashing on them. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, it's
so overwhelming.
I was so overwhelmed. I was like, this is scary compared to the photos.
Yeah.
But it was cool because they were in New York and this is what I love about them, this power couple. I'm almost done, you guys. I'm so sorry. But I just keep talking about them. But they were both, like, they both made cameos on Saturday Night Live.
Yes, I saw Travis's. I didn't see hers, though.
Hers was just, like, introducing the artist or whatever.
Got you.
But I was like, that's pretty epic.
His was funny. It was like...
I don't think I saw his.
It was like, they did a whole bit about how making fun of, like, all the announcers and, like, people constantly talking about it and not talking about football. And one of the announcers was, like, throwing to break. He's like, can we just, like, next we'll talk to someone that actually wants to talk football? And it tosses to Travis. He's like, yes, please.
That's or something actually like funny.
That. And I was like, that's funny.
I think I might have saw the intro of that because I saw a clip on TikTok of them pretending to be, like, the Fox halftime, whatever. But I didn't finish the clip for whatever reason.
It was literally, it was funny. It was good.
I just think that's cool, though. Like, it's pretty rare.
I didn't even know that it was, like, gonna be themed or that he was gonna be on it. I just, like, had it on after one of the games, like, college games that ended. And then all of a sudden I saw him and I was like, oh, that's kind of funny.
That's so funny.
I haven't watched Saturday Night Live in I don't even know how long, but for some reason I had it on, so.
And honestly, big win for SNL.
True.
To get both of them on.
True. Somehow swing that.
They really capitalized on it. They really said, whoever was in charge of that is a genius. Because they really looked and was like, well, the Eagles are playing.
Yeah, they really put all of the pieces together.
So if we can get Travis there.
Yeah.
And Taylor, like, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways,
props to them, honestly.
Props to them. That's kind of like the biggest thing from this past, like,
it's very
weekend
true.
That people, I feel like, are talking about. Yeah. There's other things that are teams losing and
upsets happening.
But college football, there's
a few really good games.
There were some crazy things.
Yeah. I mean, prime time is showing that his team is definitely going to need a little work because they lost after they blew a 29-point lead.
Literally up 29-0
against, not only that, against Stanford.
Yeah. Who's not good this
really
season.
Really bad. And so, yeah, it was rough. And it wasn't like Travis Hunter played and he struggled.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was rough. It was a rough game. I didn't even watch the whole thing, but
I didn't either.
It was rough. So guys, just be patient with them. Like I've said, they're a new team. Yeah, they talk big game, but like it's gonna take a while.
It's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
So give them their time.
Yeah.
USC lost, which you were happy about.
So happy about. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
I've been waiting. I knew it was gonna happen. It was just a matter of time because, as we've said, they're not. I personally think they're overrated.
Yeah.
And they kind of proved to be this week. And then they take on Utah next week, which,
guys, this is going to be so exciting because
it's a crazy game.
I feel like Utah USC has been wild lately in recent years. Like, honestly, also last year with like the nails.
Caleb Williams painting his nails.
It said
F Utah.
Yeah.
But like spelled out.
But actually said it.
and they beat, and then they lost. USC lost. And then they lost again to Utah.
But like Utah fans, I feel like hate USC.
Yeah.
You're not even a Utah fan.
I just don't like USC. Yeah, I just think they're annoying and a little overrated. And I'm not a big Caleb Williams fan. I just don't love his attitude.
Yeah.
But happy they lost. I'm not even a Notre Dame fan. I just wanted anyone to beat them.
Yeah, and you got it.
Yeah.
You knew it was coming.
Yeah.
To your credit, you've been saying that for a while.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Crazy.
So that was crazy.
Speaking of Utah, quick update with the local teams. We won't even talk about BYU, who lost really bad to TCU. That's all we'll say. Utah, man, has been so injured, and they straight up were so desperate for like a running back that they brought a safety, which plays on the defense, over to play at running back. Apparently, he played like in high school. So, like, it was familiar, but, like, high school is very different than college football. And he, like, ran for over 100 yards, had 2 touchdowns. Like,
that's epic.
He balled out, which is crazy.
That still feels like an underdog story to me because you, like, have to move positions.
Yeah, and he was playing both sides of the ball. So he wasn't just playing running back. He was also still playing defense as well.
Guys, that means you're playing all the time.
24/7.
The offense is on, and then the defense goes on.
Yeah, I didn't look closely enough to see if he was like every snap, but
I'm assuming
sure they gave him breaks.
I'm assuming it's not every snap. That being said, even like because from a football perspective, like being able, imagine studying film like that. You're studying the other team's defense and the other team's offense.
Yeah. And they switched quarterbacks again, which they keep doing because what's his name? Cam Rising isn't back.
Utah's quarterback.
They switched back to their other backup. But
they're making it happen, though.
They haven't had like they've all been injured.
Yeah.
Like they weren't even sure if either of those 2 quarterbacks were going to be there. They were going to have to go to their 4th and 5th string quarterback if neither of them could have played, which is wild.
That's insane.
And somehow they're still like 5-1.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, they've only lost once.
Yeah. Which is crazy.
It was a bad loss, but they've only lost once.
Which is wild.
Super wild. Whew.
Go Utes, I guess.
Won't catch me saying it, but I feel you though.
Anyways,
we didn't say what we were doing at the beginning of this episode.
No, we didn't.
Just took you on a wild journey.
Yeah, we just started going.
We just started going from labels, girlfriend-boyfriend labels, to haunted houses.
To Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce deep dive, another one you didn't know you were going to get, but you got.
And now we are to the juice of the episode, which is red. I feel like I should explain. We are going to be labeling whether things are red flags, green flags, or
beige flags.
Mm-hmm.
So you've probably seen the trend on social media where it's red flags and green flags, but then it became a new thing to do like a beige flag, which is like an in-between.
And I feel like beige flags, they're not even like huge trending anymore, but we got to put them in the category.
Yeah.
Beige flag basically is just like that's weird, but okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me.
It's not like make or break.
Yeah.
But like it's something that needs to be noted.
Yeah, like a lot of girls will say like my boyfriend's beige flag is he asks for no details ever. Yeah. He's like, "Oh, my buddy's getting a divorce," and the wife's like, "What happened?" And they're like, "Oh, I don't know, I didn't ask." Like,
cool.
No, like or
hey, there's a party that my friends are throwing and they invited us. Okay, cool. What kind of party? I don't know. What should I wear? I don't know.
Like when, like what time? I don't know. Like, there's just funny things like that where they're like, it's not good or bad. It's just interesting.
Yeah. A little annoying at times.
But it's not a red flag.
Yeah.
But it's not a green flag. It's not great.
Yeah. So anyways, we have a few that are like kind of sportsy, kind of fun that I don't really know exactly what Kiki's going to say and she doesn't know what I'm going to say. So
yeah, we don't tell each other.
Yeah.
We got to make it interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Do you want to start off with the first one?
Yeah, let's start out with the first one. Super fans that always like go full out for games. They dress up, they paint their face. They're fully invested.
Yeah, they got the signs. They got the costumes.
Yes.
Most team has at least one of them that's at every game.
Yep.
You always see them.
Yeah.
I remember BYU's.
Me too. Okay. There's a specific name coming to mind.
I don't even know his name. I just saw him all the time. And yeah. Anyways. I personally think it's a beige flag because I think it's great for a fan to, if they want to do that and go all out, and if it's great for the team to have that kind of support. Would I be best friends with said person or even like want to sit next to said person? Not really.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, good for them, but like I'm gonna keep my distance.
So that's the thing. I feel like from a team perspective, it's a green flag. From a me perspective, red flag. Yeah. Like I would not like if I just don't think I would ever be best friends with that person or like want to date that person. Yeah. Like I would just be like, no. Yeah. Nothing personal against them. Again, I think it's a green flag for the team. Yeah. For me, I'd be like, red flag. You're too invested in this.
Yeah, for sure.
Which also brings us to our next one.
Yeah. When they love watching a sport, but they don't have a team.
That is not the one I thought was like, written next.
What? I don't know how those connect, but that's the next one. We'll come back to that one. Say the one that you were thinking of.
Guys, it's so embarrassing because I wrote these down.
Yeah, that's why I was like, how do these connect? I don't really know, but...
You had so much faith that I was going to bring them together. Though.
I really did.
You really did. No, the next one I was going to do is when their entire personality...
Okay, yes.
Did I write that one down?
Yes, you did.
Okay. When their entire personality is a specific team. Yeah. And I will say, like, we're going entire personality. Not that they're, like, a very loyal fan. Like, no. I feel like you are a very loyal Florida Gator fan. Yeah. But it is not your entire
It's not the only thing I talk about in my
life.
Exactly. Where, this person, it's literally all they talk about. And if you're, like, a rival fan to, like, their team, they will do nothing but bring that up. Yeah. And will constantly find ways to hate on your team. You'll be talking about what you want for lunch, and they'll somehow bring up the fact that you're not a fan of their team and rip into you. And I think it's a major red flag.
I think it's a major red flag, and that's why I bring it up now, because I feel like this is even like a step further from the super fan, because even the super fans sometimes can separate themselves. Yeah. But this is someone who is...
It's like the persona they put on game day.
Yes.
And then once they're out of that, then they're like a normal person.
Yes, but this is someone who is not a normal person. Do that. This is all they live for.
Yeah, which is red flag. Yeah, red flag. Little... just chill out. Yeah. Just chill out.
I 100% agree.
Yeah, and I think we've all had someone like that. Interacted with someone like that.
They're annoying. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not even sorry, because it's just the truth.
Yeah. It's just, it is what it is.
It is what it is. And you know what? They can love that, but they might want to find someone else that's like that too. Yeah. For me, it's a red flag.
Yeah, it's a red flag.
Okay. Anyways. Now
we can get to this one.
What was the other one, Sarah?
When they love watching a sport, but don't have a specific team that they root for.
Okay. I put this one down.
Yes.
Because this is my boyfriend. He will literally watch every single NFL game. And he, like, doesn't want to miss a single one. And I'm like, babe, you don't even have a team.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be so much more fun if you had a team? And he's like, I mean, I live in Utah, so, like, any team I'd pick would just be, like, not really, like, it's not, like, home. So I just don't really have a team. This is just a beige flag. It's not a red flag. Yeah. It's not a green flag. It's just super beige and kind of weird.
Yeah. I agree. I think it's a beige flag. I think it's funny because, so, my brother-in-law is from Utah, and he, like, married my sister, who's also a big Florida Gator fan. We're big Florida girls. Yeah. They moved back to Florida, and he, like, fully embraced everything Florida. So now all of a sudden, he, like, loves the Gators, follows the Gators, has done, like, so much, like, research into them, like, is a big Bucks fan because, like, it was also right as they moved there was when, like, Tom Brady, like, he embraced it. So he, like, fully embraced it, where I'm like, I could see that. It's, personally, to me, it's a little weird because, like, he didn't grow up with it. I still love him, but, like, even that part of it is a little bit...
It's not, like, true... It's not, like, your home roots or anything. Yeah. You just, like, adopted
So I can see why your boyfriend's, like, iffy about it. Yeah. But also, I would say it's a beige flag. I do that with, like... I watch college football a lot. Yeah. Just because I enjoy it.
Same.
I don't even necessarily care who wins sometimes. I just want to watch a good game.
But we still have our teams.
That's true.
That's the difference. Yeah. It's not, again, I think it's a beige flag. And I will say, like, how has he
watched it for this long and not, like, found attachment to a team?
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what's crazy to me.
Because that's how I was with soccer for a while. I just was watching just because I enjoyed it. And then I finally, like, kind of found a team that I liked, and I started, like, investing in the players.
Yes, 100%.
And stuff. But, like, the fact that he's still...
He invests in all the players. Like, literally all of them across the league. I'm like, this would be a lot easier if there was just one you prioritized. Just one of them that you prioritized. True. So...
It's a little bit weird.
It's a beige flag.
Yeah, beige flag.
I pretty much tell him all the time. I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah. And I've tried to be like, you could be a Niners fan. He's like, I can't just be a Niners fan at this point. Yeah. And I'm like, I get it and I respect it.
Yeah, but
it's a bummer.
It's better than not being a fan of anything.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, but I'm getting you an in. Yeah, anyways, that's funny. So yeah.
My cousins, when they didn't, like, care who was gonna win, they would base it off of, like, how hot the cheerleaders were.
Shut up.
It's so funny.
Girls do base it off of sometimes who's attractive.
Yeah. And so I thought it was funny because they, like, occasionally will show the cheerleaders cheering or whatever, and they would just base it off that. They're not, like, looking these girls up.
No,
they
literally based on the one shot that they show of this girl smiling.
They're like, oh, she's hot. We're gonna root for them.
That's funny.
So funny.
That is so funny.
Anyways. Next.
Okay, next. Bandwagoners. This kind of goes along with that, I guess. Like, different.
Yeah.
But when someone bandwagons, I think there's, like, I think there's a sporty version of this and a non-sporty version of this. So, like, when you bandwagon and just, like, decide you're a fan of a team that's really popular is one.
Or even, like, switch teams.
True. That's a good point. You hop on, it's called, like, hopping on the bandwagon.
Yes.
This is a red flag.
Yeah, I don't love it either. I remember when UCF, University of Central Florida, had, like, a run for 2 years where they were really good. And FSU, Florida State, was really bad. And all of a sudden, miraculously, all of these Florida State fans that I knew are out there wearing Knights gear. And I'm like,
yeah.
So, when did you become a UCF fan? Huh? It's just so, and it grinded my gears because I'm like, whether Florida sucks or not, I'm gonna love them, and I'm not gonna flip. You will not catch me, like, anywhere in FSU gear.
Yeah,
because they're doing good. Because right now FSU's doing really good, which bothers me. That's how it should be. It should bother you if you're a true fan.
Well, this, like, from like Major League Soccer, I saw this comment. It was really funny because, like, there's LA Galaxy and LAFC. Yeah. LA Galaxy had their run of being really good.
Yeah.
They are not right now.
Yeah.
LAFC has been a lot better in recent years. And when they play each other, it's, like, super crazy and whatever. Yeah. And so they played each other recently. And it was recently as in, like, whenever they played at LA Galaxy this season. And there was a comment that was so funny. It was like, all you LAFC fans, you should know how to get to the Galaxy Stadium considering you were a fan of them not that long ago.
Oof.
Yeah. But that's how it feels sometimes, where it's like, oh.
Yeah, I also, like, feel weird about, like, LeBron fans just follow him wherever he goes.
And that actually is a really interesting... I feel like the psychology of that is really interesting where
I don't know how I feel about that.
Where you become so loyal to a player that their team is your team.
Yeah, no matter where it is.
No matter where
who they play for.
I don't think that's what it should be. I think what it should be is like, that is still your favorite player, but your team is your team. Yeah. Like my family are Barcelona fans. Yeah. When Messi left, we did not say we are no longer Barca fans. Yeah. They were not like, now we're PSG fans. It's like, no, you're Barca fans and you have to stick through the hard times and you root for Messi to individually do well.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's same thing with like Tom Brady. All of a sudden, all these fans that were Patriots fans are now Bucks fans because of Tom Brady. I think it's interesting. I still think it would probably be a red flag for me, similar to what you said. You should be able to still, if you're a diehard fan, you're going to stick with the team whether that player's there or not, and you can still support that player. I agree. Yeah,
that's kind of how I think it should be, personally.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Okay, next. We're bringing it back to this. When people don't ship the Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift relationship.
I will say, at first, I thought this was a red flag. Now, I think it's kind of beige because I understand where people just don't care and they genuinely want to they just care about football.
Yeah, they just want to watch the game and talk about football. Yeah. No, I 100% on the same page. I think it's beige flag. Yeah. I think it's fun because I'm here for the tea and the drama and the romance. But I 100% agree that, like, when we're supposed to be talking football, even I would like to talk football.
Same.
I would like to have that discussion and, like, actually see the players celebrating. Right. Not necessarily Taylor Swift.
Yeah. At a separate time, we can address that. Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. Next one. Casual fans. To me, this is a green flag. Yeah. You can be a casual fan, and that's fine.
Yeah. I agree. I feel like my fiance has very much gotten to this point where, like, he has a hard time watching football sometimes, but, like, he doesn't consume it like I do or like my family does, but, like, he still, like, likes to know what's going on, and I think that's fine.
I think that's fine too. I think we get in this culture of, like, no, if you're gonna be a fan, you have to be a die-hard loyal fan, otherwise don't even bother. Yeah. That's fine. Just don't be one of those people who's acted like you're a die-hard loyal fan when your team does really well. You can get more invested in stuff. Yeah. But don't be like, I was here when no one else was. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, just be like, oh, happy and excited. Yeah. But
I think it's a green flag. That's kind of why we're here.
100%.
For the casual fan. Yep. So I think you can live your life however you want to live it. just be 100% about it, you know?
Yeah. I agree.
Okay. Next. I love this one. You wrote this down.
Okay, yes. Okay, really? Okay.
When they learn about and support a sport you like, even if they don't necessarily care about it.
Huge green flag.
Huge green flag. When you wrote this down, I was like, say it louder, please.
I think that is such a big thing. Yeah. Like, if I'm sitting there and watching gymnastics or something. Yeah. And someone sits next to me and is like, oh, like, all like, so what's happening or whatever. Yeah. I'm like, oh, they actually care.
Yeah. They want to
know.
No, I 100% agree. And I feel like this can be like, again, this can go in any facet of life.
I was just about to say that.
Because like, again, the first thing that popped into my mind, my fiance is went to Utah, played for Utah, big Utah guy. When we did BYU, right now, he would watch like every episode. Not because he really cared about BYU or anything to do with BYU, but just because he knew that like I worked on it and like you were my friend, so like he was supporting me that way.
Yes, it's about support. Yeah, it's about supporting the person. Yeah, I am not a huge golf gal. Yeah, but I've learned a bunch about golf because my boyfriend likes it and likes to watch it and play it, and so I'll be like, okay.
Yeah, same with, he's a big cars guy.
Yep.
Do I know anything about cars. No, but like if he talks my ear off about cars, if I catch something in there that I don't understand, which is most of it, but I like retain that and I'm like, oh, what do you mean by this?
Yeah.
You know?
It's the interest.
You got to show a little support. So I think it's a green flag.
Same.
For sure. I loved that one. I'm glad you put it down.
Okay, good. Wow, great. I like that you said this one.
Yeah.
When they show up to a game wearing a jersey of a team that's not playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to give an example?
No. I think it makes sense,
I'm
right?
Like, yeah.
So, like, if BYU and Utah were playing and you showed up in a Florida Gator jersey.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Why are you here?
So, my thoughts on this. First I'll say red flag to me.
Okay.
And here's why. This sounds stupid. If you feel so passionately that you need to wear that shirt, wear a sweatshirt over it or something and don't take it off, and you still know. Yeah. That sounds so dumb.
Just wear, like, neutral colors.
Wear something neutral. That's what I mean. Like,
I think it also depends on, like, I'm teetering red. I'm beige red. It just... I feel like it depends on the situation.
I don't
because, like you said, if it's a Utah BYU and you're wearing a Utah State shirt, red flag. What are you doing?
So true.
You know what I mean? But like, if it's some random like, it's football and you're wearing like a soccer jersey, it's like okay, whatever.
Okay,
you know
yeah. No, that totally makes sense. I mean more. I guess I thought of your first example though.
Yeah.
Because if you're just wearing some random jersey, it's like okay, you clearly just are being random. Yeah. That's beige. Yeah. But if you're like trying to make a point, like I'm a Utah State fan amongst these other like Utah and BYU fans, it's like
why are you here? Yeah. Just wear a neutral color.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So it depends on the situation. I would say mostly a red flag, but can be a beige flag because some people just don't think about it. So, anyways.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I agree. Mm-hmm. Should we get to our women's highlight? Yeah. We had one more, but I kind of feel like we've covered. Yeah, we've covered what we need to. Yeah, do this.
I feel like it was fun. It was a fun little exercise.
Yeah, I liked it.
Let us know what your red flag, green flags.
I feel like we could think thinking on them. I was like trying to think of them, but if we thought about them throughout life, like as we just went about it. We should do that because then we can do this again
for sure.
New ones.
Yeah, let's make notes because I even thought of one and couldn't remember it. I will write it down next time.
So true. So it's tough. Okay, I've been dying to talk about this women highlight. Yeah. This is super exciting.
So fun.
So Iowa women's basketball made history with record-breaking attendance of 5,000. Whoa, I said 5,000.
Yeah, 50.
I'm so sorry. Okay. That is so not
Back up.
55,000.
Yes.
646 people came to the Iowa State women's basketball game.
Crazy.
Not Iowa State. I can't talk. Sarah, will you take the lead? I'm begging.
So Iowa basketball had such a big attendance. 55,646 people showed up to their game. They had it in the football stadium because there were so many people there.
That's the biggest thing. That they literally had to. Also, basketball outside sounds wild to me.
Yeah, sounds
like
crazy.
An actual not like pickup basketball or whatever, but like
an actual basketball
straight
game.
Up. NCAA basketball game outside.
Yeah, which is
they had to do it though.
Super crazy. They did it, and it was like. They supported, there's like the hospital that looks over the stadium.
Yeah.
And they do like a fundraiser thing for that. And it's a whole tradition to like wave to the kids that are in the hospital because it's a children's hospital.
About that. Yeah.
Which is like just so sweet. And like the fact that it's now spread past football is just so fun because it was mainly a football tradition.
Yeah.
So I thought that was also really cool.
That's so cool.
Also, we've talked about her before.
Caitlin Clark.
Yes. Who's like the big star for Iowa. Obviously she had an impact on this because like she's so popular.
Yeah.
She also put up a triple-double in the game, which just shows like she is just awesome. Really cool, which means like she scores
double digits in like points or rebounds or assists or whatever.
Yeah.
Double digits in 3 different categories. So it's a triple for the triple like 3 categories and then double for the digits.
Yeah.
So she scored a triple-double.
Which is crazy. That's like, and that's not common. No. Like that doesn't happen every game. So usually.
Yeah. Even a double-double is like, wow, they had a double-double.
Yeah.
but triple-double is awesome.
Yeah.
So shout out to
Iowa,
and shout out to Caitlin Clark for the effect she's had on that program, honestly.
100%.
I just was like, when you sent that to me, I was dying to talk about it.
Yeah. So fun.
So exciting. We love the platform that women's sports is getting.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyways.
That's it. Thanks for talking for me when I couldn't.
No, it's okay.
I could not get the right words
It's okay.
out.
It's, it's been a busy day.
It's been a busy day, and we hope you're having a great day and enjoyed this episode.
Yeah.
But that's all we have for you on Calling
the Shots.
And we will see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.